The snow crunched under Mike Thompson's boots as he stepped off the shuttle bus at Patriot Park on that freezing December morning in 2025. The park, a vast military complex built by the Russian Ministry of Defense, sprawled across hectares of land southwest of Moscow. It was designed to celebrate Russian military history from the Great Patriotic War to the present day. But today, Mike wasn't here for the T-34s or the MiG-29s. He came for the new section, the Trophy Exhibition, a massive open-air display of captured NATO-supplied equipment from the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Mike was 52, a retired U.S. Army Sergeant First Class with 22 years of service. He had spent years in the sandbox, Iraq twice, Afghanistan once. He had commanded M1 Abrams platoons, trained on Bradleys in the Mojave Desert, and watched as Western armor rolled across foreign soil with unmatched power. After retiring, he married a Russian woman he met online, moved to Moscow in 2022, and tried to live quietly. But the war news was impossible to ignore. Videos of captured Leopards, Abrams, and Bradleys kept popping up on Telegram channels. Mike decided he had to see them in person. He bought his ticket at the entrance, 500 rubles, and followed the signs to the SMO, Special Military Operation Zone. The air smelled of diesel, wet metal, and faint gunpowder. Rows of vehicles stretched out under gray skies. Families milled about. Kids climbed on old Soviet tanks while parents snapped photos of the newer arrivals. Banners fluttered overhead. "Our victory is inevitable," and "NATO's best, now ours." The first vehicle that stopped Mike in his tracks was a German Leopard 2A6. Its right track was completely torn away, the hull scarred by what looked like a mine strike near Berdichi in late 2024. The turret was slightly twisted, the composite armor cracked in places. Mike crouched down, running his gloved fingers along the side. "This thing was supposed to be the gold standard," he said quietly, recording on his phone. 120mm smoothbore gun, advanced optics, reactive armor. We trained against Leopards during joint exercises in Poland. Always thought they could take a beating. But here it is, gutted by something cheap. A mine, a drone, maybe a Cornet missile. War doesn't care about billion-dollar engineering. A Russian father nearby overheard and smiled proudly. "Germany's best tank, now in Moscow," he said in Russian. Mike nodded politely. "Yeah, shocking, isn't it?" He moved on. The centerpiece was an American M1A1 Abrams, captured near Avdiivka in early 2025. The hull was blackened from fire, the turret ring jammed, the 120mm barrel bent at a grotesque angle. The depleted uranium armor tiles were gone, blown off in the fight. Mike climbed the ladder. Security guards watched but didn't stop him. He peered into the commander's cupola. The interior was charred, wires melted, seats burned, the fire suppression system obviously overwhelmed. "This is my old ride," he said to his camera, voice low. "I spent months in these. Turbine engine that sounds like a jet, fire control that could hit a target moving at 40 kph from 4 kilometers away. We told everyone it was unstoppable. But look, drone hit on the engine deck, fire spreads, crew bails out. No chance to fight back. It makes you sick. This wasn't supposed to happen." He sat on the hull for a long time, staring at the damage. Memories flooded back. The smell of JP-8 fuel in the desert, the rumble of the tracks, the pride of knowing your tank could dominate any battlefield. Now, this one was a museum piece, displayed under a Russian flag. Next in line was a Bradley M2A2 IFV. The vehicle was riddled with holes, small arms fire, shrapnel, a massive crater on the roof from a Lancet loitering munition. The TOW launcher was twisted, the tracks shredded. Mike ran his hand over the reactive armor tiles. "Bradleys are fast, deadly for infantry support. We used them in Iraq to escort convoys, hunt insurgents.
Ukraine got these and turned them into tank destroyers, but drones changed everything. A $50,000 Lancet drops a warhead and $10 million of American tech is scrap. He walked the entire row slowly, deliberately. Swedish CV-90 with its 40mm Bofors cannon mangled by artillery. French AMX-10RC reconnaissance vehicle with wheels blown off by a mine. British Husky with bullet-riddled windshield and roof. Australian Bushmaster armored vehicle scarred by explosions. Each had a neat plaque, date captured, location, type of engagement. Mike read every one. Avdiivka, Berdichi, Novomikhailivka, Kursk Oblast, Zaporizhia. These names are cemeteries now. Thousands of lives gone for these machines. A group of Russian veterans approached. One, an older man with medals from Chechnya, spoke in English. "You American soldier," Mike nodded. "Iraq, Afghanistan." The man smiled. "You know war. These tanks, NATO sent them to kill us. We took them. Now they are here." Mike met his gaze. "I see, and I respect that. But these machines, they were built to win. Seeing them broken like this, it's a wake-up call for everyone." The veteran patted Mike's shoulder. "War is war. No winners, only survivors."
Mike continued. He stopped at the artillery section. M777 howitzers with cracked barrels. Caesar self-propelled guns from France. British AS-90s, all captured, all displayed. Starlink terminals sat on a table, their screens dark. Drones, Lancet, FPV, lined up in neat rows like medals. Mike picked up a Lancet fragment. "This little thing changed the battlefield," he said. "We didn't have anything like this in my time. IEDs were bad, but drones? They fly in, see everything, strike precisely, no escape." As the afternoon wore on, the park grew crowded. School groups arrived, teachers explaining the victories. Kids asked Mike questions in Russian. "Did you fight in America?" one boy asked. Mike chuckled. "Yeah, kid, but not like this." He found a bench overlooking the main display. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows across the metal hulks. Snow began to fall lightly. Mike pulled out his phone again. "I came here expecting propaganda," he said. "And yeah, there's a lot of that. The banners, the speeches, but the gear is real. The damage is real. These aren't replicas. These are machines we designed, built, tested, sent to our allies. Now they're here, defeated, displayed like relics from another era. It makes you think about how fast war changes. Armor that could stop RPGs, now vulnerable to $10,000 drones. Fire control systems that cost millions, bypassed by simple mines. We thought we had the best. Maybe we did, for a while. But war evolves, and right now, the evolution is brutal." He paused, voice quieter. "I feel for the Ukrainian crews who trusted these tanks. I feel for American taxpayers who paid for them. I feel for the Russian soldiers who risked everything to capture them. War doesn't have heroes or villains, just people and machines caught in the middle. And these machines are telling a story none of us wanted to hear." Mike stood up, brushed snow from his coat. He took one last look at the Abrams, the one that looked most like the tanks he had commanded. "Respect to the men who brought this here," he said. "But damn, it's shocking, humiliating, and it makes you wonder, what comes next?" He walked toward the exit slowly, hands in his pockets. The park lights flickered on behind him, bathing the captured steel in cold white glow. Families continued to pose for photos. Kids laughed. Mike stepped into the Moscow night, the weight of what he had seen settling deep in his chest like frost on metal. The exhibition wasn't just a collection of trophies. It was a mirror, reflecting the limits of technology, the speed of modern warfare, and the shocking truth that even the mightiest weapons can fall. And for one American veteran who knew those weapons intimately, it was an experience he would never forget.